It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And we're going to see Travis Etienne, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Jags and the Broncos, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for our first look at the Denver offense, and of course the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
On third down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
The numbers for Williams a week ago, 21 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown. From the 44, Wilson, man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 15 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Now this game, the 9th that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The Jaguars now at 2-5 to start play. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Etienne up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock, touchdown!
Zay Jones, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They're going to run it with Harris. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Take it in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Agnew now to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action with Lawrence. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st. Now Lawrence to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. And
touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. On the return, here's Agnew. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On second down, Etienne once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On second down, Williams. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 11 now. Now it's Wilson, able to get away. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He finds some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 16-point deficit.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Trenton Gill now. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So we reach half. Well, we'll move right through the break then. Skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On play action, Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
On third down, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. And quickly they get to the line. To try again after the sack. Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Draw play, Edmonds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 66 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Play action. It's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another carry now for Edmonds. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Straight ahead, ETN. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. From back at their own 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. I think this is a free play for Wilson. And it's a fumble. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chase Edmonds, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people in big games as well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Etienne. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Able to get this to Patrick. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 75 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, knife tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Another toe for Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Etienne. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Etienne with it. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
On first down, Wilson.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Wilson, throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one to do.